Look at this. 19 hours. 19 hours and 18 minutes we were about to drive. We got Ethel absolutely kitted out. Did a lot of maintenance recently. A couple things went wrong, but we got her fixed up. We got some sick ass new tires with the white wall. Look at that, looks super good on her. She is absolutely rigged out to the brim in here. Got all the rods. Got Brian's paddleboard, got my paddleboard, got Archie in there. Everything's all neatly tucked away for a trip, for a road trip. Front seat, there's actually nothing in the front seat because Brian's sitting there. Yeah, so we are headed to Minnesota for the annual throwback tournament, and I'm super excited. Super excited to see all my friends, super excited to get up there. It is a long drive though. Stoked, we got everything fixed on Ethel. I had a couple, like I said, I had a couple mishaps. If you heard in the last video, she had some engine problems, sputtering and stuff like that. Fixed it up, got a bunch of wires replaced, fuel filter, all kinds of stuff like that. She got a nice tune-up, and then the next thing that happens, the AC went out on Monday, right? And today's Wednesday, which was awesome. So shout out to my man Larry. Larry helped out and got a new compressor in there yesterday. So now we got some ice cold AC for the drive. So we're not gonna be sweating our asses off. Yeah, everything is pretty smooth. Got fresh, brand new tires. She's ready for a road trip. Honestly, I don't know if Ethel's ever been in this good a shape, but I'm super stoked. Brian's gonna get out here in a second and we are gonna get on the road. All right, boys, we have been driving for a long time. It feels like more than 16 hours, but it was 19 hours from San Antonio. We drove all day yesterday, and now we got about 2.5 more hours to go, which is not too bad, but
getting close, dude.
But we have been in the car forever. Like, it just, like, yesterday was a beating. I think total we probably consumed like 1,500 milligrams of caffeine. Drank 6 core powers. We were protein maxing, caffeinated. Got our daily dose of microplastics times 3 for sure. But yeah, let's keep going. We're in Minnesota now, and we'll be at the river here soon.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I said we were 2 hours away from Kyle's. We had a mishap. We had a strut break, which is awesome. So now I dropped my phone, had to do engine repairs. Then what? The AC went out.
The AC.
And now we're on struts. So it's just gonna keep throwing them at me. Ethel's gonna be a brand new vehicle after this. So we are limping 45 miles an hour down the highway. It says an hour and a half, but this is gonna take 2.5 hours to get there. Yeah, just gonna drive really gentle, pull up. Luckily, Kyle and Adrian, the boys, are gonna help us put a couple of struts in. But yeah, gotta roll with the punches. This is the reality of the homeless life. Love it. Okay, look at that side, and then look at this side. The gap is crazy. Luckily, you can actually drive with a broken strut. That sucks really bad, but we managed to limp to the river. We just gotta wait for Kyle to get home because he's gonna help us out because he's the car man. He's going to help us replace the strut, but we're gonna go ahead and fish because we got a couple hours. Me and Brian just pulled up to the river. First thing we gotta do is make some lunch because we are starving. So I have a pound of ground beef cooking right there. Got some eggs, and yeah, that's about all we had in the fridge. So, you ready, Brian? You ready to rip?
I'm ready, dude.
Absolutely.
Let's get it.
What are you tying on, son?
Let's see.
Hey.
The infamous.
You threw that last time we were fishing together.
It's a good one. I feel like a smallmouth is just gonna absolutely chomp it.
Dude, destroyed. So
see
simple.
what we can do. Yeah, I love it.
Dude, look at this sick hat I found on the ground. Oh my god! It's the man! It's the What's up, Adrian? What's up, Taylor? Look who showed up.
Taylor's hurt because Marshall, in the last 2 videos ago, Marshall said he was coming up to see all his friends, Adrian, Kyle, Bob or Billy, Doug,
No!
and Taylor's like, oh, not Taylor though, not Taylor.
I meant
so-
it, okay? I meant it. I didn't mean it. You gotta show me the truck, dude. Dude, the Scales and Tails rig, fully decked out. Tacoma. What's in there, Bobby?
We got bread.
Dude, how long does this take you? Tell me a little bit about the build
It
out.
took like 8 hours. It's like $300 worth of wood. You fit everything in here.
That's not too bad. Look at that. All these things just slide out.
All the cooking stuff.
Dude, oh my god, you got the butane burner?
Butane burner.
Butane burner's goated, dude. Absolutely wonderful. Very cool. I'm excited to set this up for a camp tonight.
Yes.
We're gonna ball out, dude. Lovely.
Broken rods.
Thinker? Okay, we're all rigged up, we're fed. I ate some food and we're gonna go. I'm gonna throw a worm. Of course I'm gonna throw a worm. I love throwing worms. That's all I want to throw ever. I'm gonna go throw a worm. They're throwing some other baits. I don't know. They're not worms, so we're gonna catch a big giant smallie. We're gonna catch a at least an 8-pound smallie today. Guaranteed 100%. Okay, so we got down here and we've been fishing for a little bit, but the river is absolutely raging. Like it is just blown out. So yeah, you cast in one spot and then your bait is already like 20 yards down the river. I have a crazy idea. I think it might work. But over here, there is a little log jam and some foam and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure if I walk up on top of the highway here and drop down, I think I can hit them on the head and catch one. I'm gonna have Adrian grab it for me. I'm gonna have to run all the way and then have Adrian grab it for me. So I don't know, I'm gonna set the camera up. We'll see if this works or not. But yeah, should be cool. Oh, I just got bit. I just got smoked. Yo! It wasn't off the bridge, but we did get a smallie. Look at that. Giant, absolute giant.
Right there, dude. On that little cover scat.
Cover scat. It's like an 8 or 9 incher.
Oh yeah. Stoked, dude.
See you, girl. First
awesome.
Minnesota smallmouth.
Actually, I'm gonna get a picture of this one.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Thank you, sir.
Gangster.
Like that.
Wow.
Like a mango.
Struts. And
they're not in. Yeah.
here's my
Okay, well that's O'Reilly.
here's my shock. That's really cool.
That's O'Reilly. What's the other one?
How does that happen?
We can just put this back on. Dude, put this back on and have it lowered. Chop the
Yeah, we
shit
can
out.
trim
Yeah,
it one on the
that's-
other side to the side.
People cut those.
That's
You just took it easier.
that's
Just
great.
blew it up.
That's
O'Reilly,
great.
what's the
Is that
other-
pretty common?
Yeah, that's pretty common. Those 95s, they'll just blow up pretty often.
Yeah,
There's
that is.
actually been a recall in '96 for this exact same problem.
Well, there we go. We got our work cut out for us. Wait, so we just drove from.
Yeah, because if you look, this is the top of the spring right here, and the brake is rusty. So, and then the pop that we heard was this fresh brake right here, meaning we drove from San Antonio, Texas, to wherever we are, Minnesota, on a broken spring.
That's That's the power of Ethel, everybody. Straight willpower. Jesus.
Hopes and dreams.
Barely made it. All right, cut to a couple hours later, and here's Ethel. She is on. She's on the jacks. We had to order another shock. They did have the struts at O'Reilly's, but they didn't have the shocks. So we have some springs. They're going to be there 8 a.m. tomorrow. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them in early in the morning, and then we're going to go fish. So this kind of didn't absolutely ruin our plans for the day, but it kind of did. We were going to go fish and do a whole bunch of fun stuff and camp with Adrian, but now we are stuck in Kyle's driveway, which is not terrible. Could be a lot worse. But yeah, we are gonna go night fishing instead on the boat, which is gonna be super fun. So Kyle's gonna get back. I'm making dinner right now. Let me show you guys what we're making. It is, believe it or not, more beef. What do we got here? We got some beef. We got some mushrooms. We got some spinach, and yeah, and some eggs, of course, beef and eggs. It's gonna be good. And then after that, we're gonna go fish. Look at that. We're throwing the mob tonight. I'm throwing the mob tonight. Okay. Look at that. The bass brain, the citizen. I took a little bite of that earlier. And what do you got in here, Daddy Kyle?
Things.
You're not throwing any of this.
Bun.
The bun? The Metro. Look at that Metro. Lake Walker. Little rat thing. Wood. How you been, dude?
I've been good, man.
It's been so long since you've been on the channel.
Yeah,
Since
your furry's in your egg.
no, it's not. It's not. It's not in the. It's not in the thing. I promise.
Sorry.
Last time we saw each other, you were in Texas.
We were.
And
We were
we
partying.
floated down the Colorado River, fished Lake Travis, and it was
I'll grind.
a grind.
So
of
we're gonna
course.
go out in the easiest state known to man and catch some fish.
Is it really the easiest state ever to catch fish in?
It's a good state to catch fish in. You're not gonna catch anything bigger than a 6 or a 7.
But you're gonna roll up.
But you're gonna have some fun.
You're gonna put them.
You're gonna get some good eats out here.
Brian's
Oh, yeah, dude.
your first Minnesota night fishing experience.
Yeah,
We
my
fished-
my first dip into real Minnesota water.
We fished a little bit today, and you caught a smallie, which was dope. But
Yeah, it was
we got to
sick.
get you a Minnesota largie.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's the goal?
Dude, I don't know, man. I told myself on the way up here, I wanted to just, I was really more focused on smallmouth. I really wanted to catch a 4-pound smallie. But tonight, I mean,
real.
go at 4.5, 5-pound largie would be sick.
That
I
would
would
be
be dope.
gangster,
I would
dude.
be really stoked.
If you caught a 5-pound largie tonight, that would be insane.
Yeah, we're gonna eat it.
That would be insane. We're gonna cut it up and eat it. Easy. Look at that. All right, well, we're back in the shaggin' wagon up, and let's take her out. The old tin boat. It's been a minute. I missed this thing.
Let's do it.
Look at that. Look at that. Who's that handsome fella right there on the bow?
That homeless one.
Look at that moon, y'all. We made it. Look at this.
What do we got, dude?
It's going, dude. It's going down. I want to catch a mob walker fish, okay? That's the goal. We're gonna smoke them.
We are stacked.
The night fishing special. Yo, look at that. First fish of the night on the Bass Brains wake. What's that wake called?
That lane splitter.
Dude, that's awesome.
Take that.
Not a giant, but it's a nice one.
It's not the one we're looking for.
Throw that thing back, dude.
As large as the bunny is.
Number 2. Oh, they're getting a little bigger though.
Is he bigger?
It's a little bigger than that one.
Sorry, Brian.
Actually, I don't know. On the little
Hungry, dude.
little bunny, or the regular
big
bunny. The regular bunny. Hey, there's some activity.
Look at that belly.
I like it. Yeah, go a little chunky belly.
Get out of here.
Look at that. Third fish of the night.
a
Oh
good
my
one.
god, that's a blimp. Definitely the biggest one. God.
All right, here's that Bass Brains lane splitter wake over from Mark, and yeah, that's a good one.
Dude.
Good Minnesota largie.
Just creeping it.
Yeah, dude.
Creeping it in the dark.
She just came and just sucked it right off the surface. I just I didn't even hear her hit, and then I just felt weight.
That's beautiful.
So
Beautiful fish.
stoked on it.
See you later, girl.
Yeah.
Good old Minnesota night bass.
She gone.
Sick. Look at that. How many right now? 4?
Look at that. Bull.
4 or 5? I don't know. On the Wake Walker.
Pretty fish.
Nice fish, Daddy Kyle.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Minnesota night bass. This one's not as healthy though. That one's kind of skinny. You need to put on some pounds.
Yeah. Keep eating.
Okay.
Get bigger.
Become the fat chick I desire. Look at that, boys. I finally got my first fish of the night. It took like a fucking hour, but look at that on the little unique carp. I broke off one, and I probably missed
3.
3 or 4
2 or
fish,
3,
dude. And yeah, finally stuck one. It is a nice little one, a little chunky. I'm stoked, dude. Get a picture of that one. Sick. That is a pretty little northern bass. See, girl. Ew. I love this unique carp. It's pretty dope. It's crazy color. Goldfish, carp, whatever you want to call it. I put a little rattle in there. Hear that? Put a little rattle in the back, a couple nail weights in the front. That is a secret tip that I should probably only be putting on the Patreon, but yeah, go support the Patreon to help Ethel get her knees back.
The knees, baby.
Them knees, boy.
That's a good fish.
Chaos in Kyle's boat, dude.
Dude, wow, look at the giant gash on the fish. You see that?
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on right now. This is
Look at that
madness.
kelp.
Yeah. Dude, this is such a mess. What's going on here?
Grass and bass and
Yeah.
hopefully some ass later.
Right. Nobody rides for free. You.
Look at that. First double up of the night. I got one on the Mob Walker. Kyle got on the Wake Walker. And of course his is bigger than mine. Like that's how it works. You know, you throw a big bait, you catch a smaller fish.
Big
But,
baits, big fish.
God, that's super cool. I hooked up and then he's like, oh, I'm hooked up. And we were just
Dude,
like,
I was staring at yours and I just picked up my rod and there's a fish
there's
on
a
the end
fish
of it.
on there.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is so sick.
Chewing.
What an insane night of fishing. What are we at?
Dude, I think
We're
that's
10?
It's gotta be at least 10.
close to 10. Yeah.
We're doing solid. We're
Getting
doing
close.
good. And there's a whole bunch on there that we didn't even film because they were just small, but
All right.
killer.
Let's go, boys.
Killer, dude.
Let's go.
Killer. Day one of Minnesota was a doozy. We didn't even get to where we needed to go, and the strut broke. Or no, it wasn't even the strut. The coil broke, which is very impressive. Ethel, I don't know how you drove that far with the broken coil, but very cool. But hey, we put in 2 new struts, and we have 2 new coils on the way that will be here tomorrow at 8 in the morning. So currently we are just sleeping in the van with it up on the jacks, which is, you know, pretty funny, I guess. But those coils will be here in the morning, and we're going to piece her back together, and let's, fingers crossed that nothing else happens the rest of the trip. That would be very sick. It has been a crazy last couple weeks. Dropped the phone in the water, had some engine issues, AC issues, and now suspension issues. It's just, when it rains it pours. It's all coming. But hey, we were rolling with the punches. I think we're sitting at about, if you add the new tires on there too, we're getting close to $3,000 worth of repairs, which is amazing. Amazing and wonderful. My wallet is like, oh, thank you. Really glad that happened. We caught a bunch of fish today. That was cool, or at least tonight. The night fishing sesh went off. The unique carp and the lane splitter and the Mob Walker and the Wake Walker. That was amazing. I love that lake for night fishing. It's super fun. It's kind of like a tradition. We always come up here and go fish that lake at night, and we just absolutely crush them. Super fun lake. And that is Minnesota bass fishing right there. You come up here and you're not going to catch a 10-pounder, but you are going to mess up some fish as long as you go to the right spot. And that's one of those spots. You go there and you just mess them up, 2 and 3 and 4 pounders. Love that stuff. But we're going to go to bed now. I'm tuckered out. It's, what time is it right now? It's 1:42 in the morning. It's pretty late. So we got to wake up pretty early tomorrow to do the repairs. And then we got the party tomorrow at the shop, so we'll film that. And then we got the tournament on Saturday. So me and Rob, if you're listening, we're bringing home the belt. Bringing home the belt, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting. If you'd like to support further, make sure you go check out the Patreon. There's a whole bunch of videos on there. Yeah, Patreon's cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Peace out.